Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Natasha Mai. I'll be doing a twin flame reading for Divine Masculine for the week of 20 to 26 of January 2020. Sorry, I haven't done one for last week. I was running a bit late with time. Running out of time, guys. Sorry about that. Yes, this readings is not gender specific, so please take it as it resonates, whether you're the male or female. This is the Divine Masculine energies. And in this reading, I will be covering mental space, heart space, and desires for Divine Masculine. I'm not sure if I'll be doing an extended version. If I do, it will be in the description box below. So just check down there for information on the extended if there's one. Private readings and healing sessions, meditations I've got available. And I will also put some packages that I'm making available in the description box. Just check it down there, guys. Then, yes. Please hit the like, share and subscribe buttons for me to keep my channel going and growing. And let's see what is happening for Divine Masculine for the week of 20 to 26 of January. Okay, I'm using 4 decks, Bonfire Tarot, Tarot of the New Vision, Romance Angels, and the magical messages from the fairies. And let's see what the first cards was for the mental space of Divine Masculine. I must be honest, this is very interesting energy, so it's coming through for Divine Masculine. I really like it. Divine Masculine is going through a massive awakening right now and really coming to terms with big things within himself. The first card that came out for Divine Masculine from the Bonfire Tarot was the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups we know is the wish card. You're wishing for something. Obviously it's not the wish fulfillment card for me. That is usually the 10 of cups, but this is a completion card with the number 9 in this specific deck, the Bonfire. The 9 of cups has got a slight twist to it, which I really like, and I'm going to explain this to you. There's 9 cups over there. 1 cup is obviously missing to your ultimate fulfillment, which is obviously your divine counterpart. And this card speaks about overindulgence, living a good life, materially, having a lot of food and wine and partying and short-lived infatuations and just indulging in life. As a means to try and fulfill something missing within yourself. Okay, and this card is about going through the awakening of it. The lemon there is how the years are peeling away, and the time that is passing with a hourglass there, and the fact that no one can actually escape death. Okay, death is something we're all gonna face sooner or later in our life. Death is not something we can escape. So it doesn't matter how you live your life, death is still gonna come, and unfortunately we can't take things with us when we actually pass over. We have to leave those things behind. So what meaning do they really have for us in our life? And this is the awakening what that Divine Masculine is going through, is the life that we live, by the end of the day, when we come to the end of our life and we look back on it, what is it that we want to see? Was these indulgent type of lifestyle, was it really worth it without that missing cup of love? Without that missing cup of love, we always have this thing within us that we are constantly seeking for something to fulfill it, and that's why we indulge. And this is where Divine Masculine Divine Masculine has been doing, is trying to fulfill that one missing need within, which is love, true love, by indulging many things. And with this card, he's taking a look into the crystal ball, into the future, wondering what he'll be writing. What the life that we live, we can basically write that in a book, in this card. And is what he is writing in that book, is that what he wants to see? in the future when he comes to the end of his time on this planet Earth. What he's currently writing in it, is that what he wants to look back on? So divine masculine is taking a peek into the future, and wondering and thinking about things, and is the things that he's currently writing in that book of life, is that the overindulgent life, the things that he's been doing in the past, is that what he wants to look back upon? And he's really taking a look and finding the answers, that this flame, this passion, this candle over here, this burning desire within, is that missing cup. And it doesn't matter how much divine masculine indulge in other things, it's just never fulfilling. It just makes him fat and always searching for more to indulge on. And this is kind of what this card speaks about, and this is really what is going on in divine masculine's mental space right now. Divine masculine is really taking a deep look at his life, and the things that he's been indulging in, and the things that he's made a part of his life that he thought would bring him ultimate joy, which obviously doesn't, because it's short-lived. And coming to a point where he realizes that death will come, and for all of us. And when we come to that end of the road, there's certain things that we want to look back on, and realizing the things that he has been writing in this book of life is not the things that he wants to look back on. He will never be satisfied. He's realizing he will never be satisfied without that one cup. Okay, this is really a beautiful energy and awakening for divine masculine to go through. And then the next card that came out was the reverse Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is about really being killed. Something really just killed you, paralyzed you, and put you in a situation where you cannot move. You are completely lifeless, just lying there. The 10 swords driven into your body, and really unable to kind of get out of it. And this is a completion card. This is 10 is something new that starts after something has gone full circle. So the only way from here is to actually get up. It's start new. And having this in reverse for divine masculine is feeling that the life that he's lived has killed him anyway. It has completely killed him within. There's nothing inside left. It's left him paralyzed, it left him lifeless, it's left him completely immobilized, it's left him for the dead. The 9 cups he's been living has left him completely dead. And there's just no point in it anymore, and he wants to come out of it. He wants to come out of it with this reverse 10 of swords. He wants to come out of this way of living that is completely left him dead inside, that has left him lifeless and feeling stuck in a cycle that he feels he cannot escape. And then the next card that comes from there is in space. And divine masculine is realizing this, that this life has killed him, and he's thinking about it. He's really taking a deep look into it, and really wants to come out of it. And I believe he is coming out of it, with that card in reversed. And then the next card that came out was the heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And divine masculine is definitely thinking about opening up his heart to his divine feminine, honestly discuss his feelings with her, share with her what he's going through right now, and the realizations he's going through, the fact that he wants to get out of this feeling dead and lifeless inside. He can't do this anymore. He can't live like this anymore, and he wants to communicate this to her. He's really thinking about opening and discussing his feelings to her, and with this card. And then the last card that came out from the fairies was the flower power. And this card says spend time with flowers or flower essences to increase your personal healing power. And this is about healing, not necessarily about spending time with flowers, But it could be, obviously, for some divine masculines, they might feel the need to work with some flower essences and maybe send their divine feminine some flowers, maybe. But this is also about healing. Divine masculine is at a point where he needs to heal. He really is thinking about healing. He's really thinking about communicating his feelings. He's really thinking about getting himself out of that lifeless place that he's been in for such a long time. And he is thinking about his whole life and the way he lived, and realizing we are all going through the same cycle, and what is important is what we do through that cycle and what we experience through that cycle, not necessarily and what do bring us ultimate joy and happiness and wish fulfillment isn't necessarily indulging in material things, indulging in short-lived things that do not bring ultimate fulfillment. And divine masculine is really I feel he's thinking of pretty much overtaken by this right now. Okay, but let's take a look at what is happening in his heart space. Okay, and then in divine masculine's heart space, we have the 10 of coins. Now, the 10 of coins in the other tarots, it's about your ultimate abundant union, a family life, the dog, the house, the pentacles, the everything. But in this specific deck, this 10 of coins is completely different. And again, this comes back to exactly what divine masculine is going through in his mental space. So divine masculine's heart and mind is in the same place at this stage. And this card, if you look closely, you will see there's a coin there that is sprouting, and there's flowers. Each one of them has got a coin inside. They are in different stages of growth. Some of them are dying, from seeds again, falling back to the ground. And this 10 of Pentacles coins talks about the life cycle that we go through. From birth, we grow through life, and eventually we become part of the ground again, the life cycle that we live. And there in the back, you'll see there is clothes hanging on a wire there, and there's a castle in the background. And this, it talks about the things that happens in life, general things that happens in life during this life cycle. Okay, and now we can either we get it, everybody goes through the same cycle. This is again comes back to exactly that same thing, the life cycle that we follow. We get born, we live a life, and we die eventually, and that is not something anybody can escape. But what we do during that life cycle determines our life, and really makes our life either worth it or not worth it at all at the end of the day. And this card speaks about, you can either keep yourself busy with things that is really not important, like the clothes are symbolizing there on the wire, or you can live the life like the dog over here, which are not bothered about chores, and not bothered about creating money and abundance, and it's not overindulging. He's just scratching in the ground, wagging his tail, just loving life and the sunshine and everything. And this is where divine masculine is in his heart as well. He's realizing, he's going through this awakening of the life cycle that we follow, and what is important for us during that life cycle. Is it important to keep yourself busy with things that really doesn't have meaning to you, and indulging in things that really can't fulfill you? Or is it important to spend the time, the little time that we have here in this cycle, really just enjoying life, just really enjoying life and fulfilling your deepest desires? And this is where divine masculine is really in his heart space as well. He's there in his thinking, and he's there in his heart. And then the next card that came out with that was the the Page of Pentacles. And the Page is not necessarily an immature person, but it's a younger energy. So Divine Masculine might be the younger one in this connection, but it's also about being a student. And I feel this very much for Divine Masculine. He's in this place where he's learning and he's growing and he's going through these awakenings. With this page, he's taking a really close look. You can see how this page is looking at that coin, really taking a close look at that coin, and really trying to find the answers on whether it's worth it, to put all your time and effort into that coin. But it is also looking at something that has really got value for you. So this card is about someone, or I feel for the masculine in this reading, is about taking a look at what really has got value for you from the perspective of learning, being a student. With this page. And I also feel with this in the heart space for Divine Masculine, he really wants to bring this message to his Divine Feminine. Pages is also about messages. He's the messenger, and I do feel he wants to share this with his Divine Feminine and bring this message to her, that he's really taking a close look at his life and the things that is really important to him. And yes, and this is what I feel with this card. And he's really taking a look at money, finances with all these pentacles. Because I think Divine Masculine may have, worked really hard for his money and enjoying a life with good finances and abundance. And if there's divorces that needs to happen, or separations and children, and money obviously is something that needs to be taken care of, and will be changing if there is a divorce, and Divine Masculine might not be in a situation to offer that same abundance to his Divine Feminine. But he is really coming to a point where he realizes, but those are not the things that are important. Those things do not bring the joy and happiness and ultimate fulfillment to us that we truly desire. And he's proof of that. He's living proof of that. It really just killed him because it's short-lived and it can never fulfill your heart and your soul. And yes, that's what I feel with that. So Divine Masculine with the next card is in his heart, really wants to express his emotions, his love to his Divine Feminine. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. He really wants to reach out to her. He really wants to express his love. He really wants to express to her the awakening that he's going through, the realizations he's going through. He wants to communicate, have heart-to-heart conversations with her. But with this card specifically, he really wants to express his love. He really wants to express his love to her in his heart. And then interesting, the next card that came out was get some exercise. And this card is, as your body becomes stronger, you begin to feel stronger in all ways. And what I feel with this card is, maybe more than the exercise part of it, is that Divine Masculine is really working on himself to get stronger. We can see that he's quite dead inside, and been through a phase where he felt really lifeless, maybe for a long time. He's really trying to get stronger so that he can come forth and communicate to his Divine Feminine, express his love to her, and everything that he's going through. But I also do believe that some Divine Masculines, and maybe a lot of them, are really coming to that point where overindulgence have not given Divine Masculine a good quality of life in the form of health. So he might be wanting to get some exercise, truly focus on getting some exercise and living a healthier kind of life so that he could have a healthier or a better quality of life forward with his Divine Feminine. This is what I feel with this card. And for many Divine Feminines, I do believe they do exercise, they eat well, they really take good care of their bodies because they are in balance with themselves. They are the more spiritual ones, and they do take care of mind, body, and soul. So Divine Masculine might feel the need in his heart to start exercising and get healthier as well, because his Divine Feminine does take care of all parts of himself, okay, and to improve the quality of his life. Then let's take a look at the last cards that came out for Divine Masculine in his desires. What does Divine Masculine desire? Yeah, his Divine Feminine, the Empress. The Empress in this deck is the perfect woman. She is absolutely the perfect woman. She's embodied, and she is the Divine Feminine in of the twin flames in this deck. And this card is about a woman, the Empress, that is embodied all the other queens. She's perfect. She's in perfect balance. She is just with the Queen of Wands. She is physically very sexual. She's a very desirable woman. She's gorgeous. She is sensual. She is seductive. She is very driven. She is got a lot of energy. She is very passionate about life and about everything. With the Queen of Swords, she's a brilliant communicator. She is highly intellectual. She is very straight to the point. She doesn't take any bull. Um, yeah, and she can make really fair judgments. And with the Queen of Cups, she's very loving, she's very caring, she's very giving, she's a mother, she is fertile, she is filled with growth, the very place of transformation. She is very much in control of her emotions, even though she leads from the heart. And with the Queen of Pentacles, she's very earthy, she's very grounded, she's very stable, she's very abundant, she's very patient, and she knows how to move slowly when it's time to move slowly. So this is the perfect woman. She's just the perfect woman, and this is how Divine Masculine sees his Divine Feminine, and this is what he wants. This is the cup. He will leave all other 9 cups to be with this Empress. This is the only one that is actually going to bring him fulfillment, ultimate fulfillment. And he knows that he's going through that realization and awakening. Okay. And then the next card that came out was the Ace of Wands. This is about making an offer, a divine offer of your flame, the passionate offer filled with desire. It's a divine gift from heaven. As you can see, there's a hand stretching from a cloud, offering this new beginning with your flame. And this is what Divine Masculine wants. He wants to offer a new beginning to his Empress, and he wants to offer his love and his flame to her. Okay, and the next card from the Romance Angels was getting to know each other. And this card says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And this is what Divine Masculine wants to do. He wants to really get to know his Empress better. He really wants to spend some time with her. He really wants to reveal his innermost parts to her. He really wants to deepen the bond. This is his desires. This is what he wants to do. Okay, and then the last card for Divine Masculine that came out was Dietary Change. And this card says, improve your diet and your life will improve. And your whole life will improve. Okay, so yes, again, Divine Masculine is wanting to he desires to take care of his health better. He desires to eat better, exercise, and just improve the quality of his life. Obviously with his Divine Feminine and for his Divine Feminine. So Divine Masculine is in a place where he's trying to take care of his mind, his body, and his soul. And yes, his body is definitely on his heart and definitely in his desires to start taking care of his body as well. And that is all for me, Divine Masculine, for this reading. Just check the description box below if there's an extended version, but I will be doing private readings, healing sessions, and meditations I've got available, and will be in the description box. And please hit the share, like, subscribe buttons for me to keep my channel going and growing. And I'm really proud of you, Divine Masculine, for what you're going through and the awakening that you're going through. And I will see you in the next video. And namaste.